What's going on, guys? Tyler here from Unbox Techie, and today I am so excited to be on my very first review. What's going on, guys? Tyler here from Unbox Techie, and today is the very first review I'm doing on my channel. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. So if you are new, which you probably are because this is my first video, go ahead and subscribe down below. I'm bringing you a bunch of different reviews, unboxings, how-tos, all about tech and gear. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also drop a like if you like this video and learn something. Also, and the most important thing, are the links to these products can be found in the description down below. I always try and keep my links updated so they have the best price and the best listing. So go ahead and click on that link, check that link out down below, and check out that product. So today, guys, we are talking all about the DAYBETTER LED lights. This is the FS551 series. It is a 16.4 foot strip of LED lights that you can change the color on, or RGB lights. So they are really awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this review. I actually already opened this box a few days ago, so I actually don't have the packaging inside. There's nothing in there, but I do have all of the items. So we're gonna go ahead and review those, and we're going to see how well they work and see if we like them. It's all coming up next. Alright, guys, so a few of the items that were in the box is first the strand of LED lights. Now they're all wrapped up nicely on this black spool. They are 16.4 feet long, and it's all right here. And then you can see on the edge of the actual edge of the lights here, you can see if it'll focus there. Perfect. You can see you have a little clip here that connect to these blue, red, green, and black cables here, and I can actually pull this down right here and show you. There we go. So you can see they just connect right like that, and you can push this up, and perfect. So that's kind of like your plug, your outlet there. On the back side, they have brown paper. That's gonna be a sticky surface. You can go ahead and peel that back, and that will allow your lights to be sticky. On one side, you can go ahead and stick them to wherever you need to stick them to. Now this adhesive, you know, it's not gonna last forever, but for the time being, it is a good option to go ahead and mount them without having to put in nails or screws into the surface that you're trying to mount them in. Now you can see on the back side of the lights, they basically have the opposite of what the front side is. It's just a little clip with the same cables here and 4 sockets that these little 4 prongs can go into. And that's perfect because you can actually connect multiple strands of these LEDs together, if I'm not mistaken. So go ahead and be sure and look and see if 16.4 feet will be enough for you. If not, you may want to grab 2 just to have on hand. Something else I was impressed with is I have bought LEDs in the past, and some have this, some don't. This is a little jelly surface that it's kind of too hard to show you on camera here, but it's basically just a little bezel of gel that holds in the lights and all of their components. That's going to allow them to be protected from dust and from, you know, any tugging or pulling on them. It's not just a piece of paper with lights on it. It's actually got some structure to it with that jelly surface. That's also one of the things that allow LED lights to be water resistant. I'm not going to tell you that these are, but that is something that also prevents them from, you know, having water damage. It's because they have something protecting their electrical circuits there. So enough for the lights. Let's go ahead and check this out. Right here is a remote, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into it in just a minute. I'll show you exactly how this works, but you can see there are a ton of buttons there. So there's tons of buttons, tons of options there, even DIY buttons, and I'll go ahead and show you all how that works in just 1 second. The last important thing right here is this simple white adapter and your power outlet. So this power outlet is super basic. You just have your standard plug here, and then you go ahead and it just plugs in on the other side to this adapter. So we go ahead and plug it in, and we just plug it into the back of this adapter right here, and you have two strands up at the top of this adapter. This right here with the black end, I'll see if it'll focus here. With the black end right here, this is infrared. So it's gonna go ahead and pick up infrared signals coming directly from your remote right here. So it sends it, and it sends right into this receiver here. The other side is similar to the back end of the LED lights. I'll see if it'll focus here. You can see it is just a 4-pronged socket, so you can go ahead and plug them in directly through that socket. So let's go ahead and plug these in and see how they look. All right, guys, so I have here my outlet that is all plugged in. You got this nice little green light that turns on when you plug it in. Have my remote here, and I have right over here the adapter and the lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and check. There's actually an arrow. It's very small and probably too hard to see on the actual camera, but there's actually an arrow, and you just line up the arrow on the black piece with the arrow on the white piece. And you go ahead and just plug them in just like that, and push them together like that. And there you go, they're attached there. And then you have the infrared receiver right over here. So anywhere that that is pointing is where I'm going to have to point my remote here. So I'm going to go ahead and just power them on here. You can see right off, this is actually the last color that I was using. So it does have memory right here. And this is the brightness of the lights. Now, because they are all spooled up here, they might get a little bit warm, a little not hot, just a little warm because they are all spooled up here. So I'm not going to keep them on for a very long time. I'm actually going to go ahead and set them up in the next video so you can see how I use them and for what purpose you could use them yourself. Let's go ahead and try some different functions here on the remote. So we have the red function, the green function, the blue function, and then we have a bunch of different colors in between. You can see we have oranges right over here. We have yellow, green, like aquas, teals, darker blues, even some darker like purples. And their deep darkness is not great just because they are LEDs and they have to output light. So if you're looking for a super dark color, it's going to be extremely hard to do with an LED strip. But it does work great for changing different colors, changing between like that's kind of a light pink or a whitish. Again, it's a little hard to see here on the actual camera, but you can see that it is changing through here, cycling through some different colors. That's a orange there, it's a light blue there, some yellow, and this is a light pink again. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out a few of the other features here. Up at the top left, we have a brightness up and a brightness down. You can see the brightness there is dimming, and it's hard to tell on the camera because the camera's picking up full light, but here it is pretty dim. I'm going to see if I can show you here a little bit. It is pretty dim. It's not giving off hardly any light, so that would be nice for like a little really dim accent light. Then you can go ahead and increase the brightness here. And that is pretty bright. You're definitely going to see it, especially in a dark room or at night. It's really going to stand out. So that's why one thing I like about them is they are very bright, and I've kind of set them up a little bit to kind of see how they'd look, and they do a great job of illuminating, wherever you put them. I put mine around my desk, so they do a great job of illuminating my desk area. Okay, let's go ahead and check out. We do have this right here. This W right here is a white function, so you can go ahead and just make them completely white. That is red all the way up, blue all the way up, and green all the way up. That makes white right there. So then you have your DIY right over here. So we can go ahead and hit one of these. We have DIY 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these are basically just custom presets. So you can see I have set mine up to this kind of aqua that is going to be part of my channel colors, and then I have this pink as well, another one of my channel colors. And for this review's sake, we'll go ahead and set up DIY number 3. So you can see it is all white, and then these are your controls. You have blue up and down, green up and down, and red up and down. So I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of tricky to to get down because there is no brightness control on here. You can't control up or down on the brightness, so if you want to adjust the brightness, you have to do it through the color. So let's go ahead and I'm going to hit this down blue arrow about, you know, a ton of times here, and you can see slowly it's changing colors. So I'm hitting down green now, so we're going to go kind of a reddish or pinkish. You can see there's a ton of different options here, so it does take a long time to actually adjust it. So now I'm going more blue down. So that's kind of like a peachish color. I don't know how well it comes out on video, but that is like a peach, kind of a pinkish peach color. It's a nice color right there. So you can adjust these, you know, just use RGB, and you can actually look stuff up, see how much blue, how much green, how much red is in your favorite color or the color you're trying to create. So go ahead and look that up online, and then you can go ahead and adjust it accordingly here. Hey guys, just wanted to pause for a second and let you know I actually had some more scenes recorded about these lights and they have 5 more functions of different animations that they do. However, I didn't want to include them in this video just because it does show scenes of very intense, fast flashing lights, and I didn't want anyone to have to worry about epilepsy or anything, any kind of seizures or anything like that. So I will just tell you about them. They are flash, which turns all of the lights to white and just pulses on off flashing. There is fade, which fades between 7 different colors. And then there is fade, which fades between 3 colors and multiple different colors as well, but specifically that RGB focused fade. And then there is jump 7, which jumps between 7 different colors, and by jump I mean just cutting off, so it goes red and then cuts to blue, cuts to green, and so on and so forth. That will actually cycle through 7 colors including white. And jump 3 is basically just jumping from red to blue to green. And the buttons that I talked about earlier, the quick and slow buttons, will control the speed of the animation. So theoretically you can increase the speed and make these flash or transition extremely fast. I don't typically use those functions at all. I typically just keep them a stagnant 1 color, and that works very well for me. Alright guys, so overall I think the quality on them is great for the price. The price is very reasonable. Like I said, go ahead and check out the link down below in the description so you can get the best price, the best listing that I found that I'm sharing with you guys. And then also go ahead and be sure and subscribe to this channel. I am going to have a video on setting these up and what they look like after they're all set up. Thanks guys, have an amazing day.